Right now, there are invisible chemical spies infiltrating your endocrine system, and they got into your body through your kitchen. They are sitting on your testosterone receptors, sending fake hormonal orders, and systematically shutting down the very machinery that makes you a man. Your energy is crashing, your muscle is disappearing, your drive is evaporating, and you've been blaming age, blaming stress, blaming yourself, when the real saboteur has been hiding in your water bottles, your cookware, and your grocery bags this entire time. This is the testosterone crisis no one is talking about. And after the next few minutes, you will never look at your kitchen the same way again. Here's the terrifying data that mainstream medicine keeps glossing over. A landmark meta-analysis published in the journal Human Reproduction Update confirmed that average testosterone levels in men have dropped by roughly 1% every single year since the 1980s. That is not a subtle decline. That is a generational collapse. Your grandfather at 50 likely had significantly higher testosterone than you do right now at 35. And the researchers made it crystal clear. This cannot be explained by obesity or lifestyle alone. Something environmental is poisoning the male endocrine system at a population level. The culprits have a name: xenoestrogens. These are synthetic chemicals that mimic estrogen so perfectly that your body's hormone receptors cannot tell the difference. They bind to the same docking stations that real estrogen uses and start issuing orders that directly suppress testosterone production. A groundbreaking study from the Endocrine Society identified over 800 of these compounds in everyday consumer products, 800 chemical imposters, and most of them are within arm's reach of you right now. Let me show you exactly where they're hiding, because this is where it gets personal. BPA and its so-called safe replacements, BPS and BPF, are in plastic food containers, water bottles, and the thermal coating on store receipts. A study published in Environmental Health Perspectives showed that BPA exposure directly suppresses Leydig cell function. Those are the cells in your testes that manufacture testosterone. You are literally sterilizing your testosterone factory every time you microwave food in plastic or drink water from a heated plastic bottle. But it gets worse. Your non-stick cookware, those convenient Teflon-coated pans, release perfluorinated compounds called PFAS when heated. The scientific community now calls these forever chemicals because your body cannot break them down. A landmark study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that men with the highest PFAS blood levels had significantly lower testosterone and measurably higher estrogen. Every time you cook on those pans, you are seasoning your food with endocrine disruptors. And then there are the pesticides on conventionally grown produce. Atrazine, one of the most widely used herbicides on the planet, was shown in a groundbreaking UC Berkeley study to chemically feminize male frogs, completely collapsing their testosterone production. The same compound is in your tap water and on your non-organic fruits and vegetables. Think about that. A chemical powerful enough to change the biological sex of an amphibian is something you're consuming in trace amounts every single day. Now, here's the mechanism that ties all of this together, and this is the part that should make you furious. Your hypothalamus, the master control center for hormone production, operates on a feedback loop. It monitors estrogen levels in your blood. When estrogen goes up, it sends a signal to reduce testosterone production because it thinks you already have enough sex hormones in circulation. Xenoestrogens hijack this feedback loop. They flood your receptors with fake estrogen signals, and your hypothalamus responds by slamming the brakes on testosterone. It's like enemy spies feeding false intelligence to your commanding officer. Your body thinks everything is balanced, while your actual testosterone is cratering. Your body isn't broken, it is being deceived. And the cruelest part is that you've been told this is just what happens when you get older, that low energy, low drive, and increasing belly fat are inevitable. That is a lie. Your biology is running perfectly. It's executing commands based on corrupted hormonal data being fed to it by chemicals that should never have entered your bloodstream. So what do? You cut the supply lines. Glass and stainless steel replace every piece of plastic that touches your food or water. Cast iron and ceramic replace every non-stick pan in your kitchen. Organic produce replaces the pesticide-soaked conventional produce you've been buying to save $3. You filter your drinking water with a system rated to remove endocrine disruptors. These are not luxury upgrades. These are defensive measures against a chemical assault on your masculinity. Every day you delay is another day those xenoestrogens sit on your receptors, suppressing your testosterone, expanding your visceral fat, and accelerating a hormonal decline that was never supposed to happen this fast. The crisis is real, the science is overwhelming, and the solution starts in your kitchen tonight. If this just opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe right now. I am exposing the biological warfare being waged on your hormones that no one in mainstream health will touch. Share this with every man you know who is struggling with low energy and doesn't understand why. It was never his fault. It was in his kitchen the entire time.